Alright, so we've saved all that data and we're ready to move on to the final exercise for this section, and that's motor speed versus load with a constant armature voltage. So up until now, we've just been increasing the brake, and as the voltage drops off, we haven't been adjusting this firing angle. So now what we're going to do is, we're going to pretend to be the closed loop system, and we're going to increase this manually by ourselves. So again, I'm going to switch everything back on. I'm going to set this to 900 RPM. I'm going to increase this by 0.1 Newton meters, but I'm going to make sure that I readjust this firing angle to maintain my EA. So we'll go ahead and do that. Cool. So I'm at 900 RPM, and we can see on the screen here, our EA is currently sitting at about 190 volts. So that's what I'm now going to maintain. Every time I increase it to 0.1, I'm going to increase the voltage by adjusting that firing angle. So let's see what that looks like. So you can see this one's quite tricky to get because the machine's hunting. My torque now coming up, and every time I make that adjustment, I need to readjust my voltage. Alright, cool. So then that concludes that. We're going to go ahead, we're going to power it down again. I'm going to make sure that we save this data table as 65-4. File. Alright, so that concludes everything that we needed to do practically wise on the machinery for 65-B. With that, you can now make some comparisons between all the data that we just took, and we can start to look at what the effect the brake has, what the effect the firing angle has, and what happens if we start to manipulate those to overcome one or the other. So after that, we're now going to move on to 66-B.